Dr. Harold Mercer was the best surgeon in the city. His hands were steady. His record was spotless. But his heart? His heart had been replaced somewhere along the way by a billing statement. In Harold's world, medicine wasn't a calling. It was a business. And business didn't run on compassion. It ran on cash. Word around the hospital was simple. Don't show up to Mercer's or without insurance. Over the years, patients had been turned away from his table because the numbers didn't add up. Some lost limbs waiting for someone else to step in. Some lost more than that. Harold didn't lose sleep over it. He drove home in his BMW, poured himself a scotch, and called it a good day's work. Then one Tuesday night, just after midnight, the ER doors blew open. A man stumbled in carrying someone on his back, soaked in sweat, hands shaking. This good Samaritan had scraped together every dollar in his pocket to flag down a cab and get here. He was flat broke. But the guy on his back? He was fading fast. Head trauma. Internal bleeding. The clock was already running. The ER nurse took one look and knew. This man needed a surgeon. Right now? They paged Dr. Mercer. He showed up, glanced at the chart, then looked at the nurse like she'd lost her mind. Who's covering the bill? The good Samaritan stepped forward, hands in his empty pockets, eyes desperate. Sir, I don't have much, but I'll figure it out. Please. This man is dying. Harold straightened his coat. Figure it out before you come back to me. And he walked away. Just like that. The good Samaritan begged, grabbed a passing resident, filled out every form they threw at him. 20 minutes of pure desperation, while the man on the gurney slipped further and further away. By the time someone else stepped in, it was too late. Harold was halfway down the corridor, heading back to his office, when a nurse called out behind him. Dr. Mercer. Something in her voice made him stop. The patient who just coded, we finally pulled his ID. Harold turned slowly. She held out the wallet. Inside, a driver's license. A face he had known since the day it came into this world. The name on the card read, Daniel Mercer. His son, 26 years old, had been driving home from a buddy's place when a drunk driver ran a red light and took everything from him in 1 second. A stranger had pulled him from the wreck, carried him on his back, begged with everything he had, and Harold had walked away, the same way he'd walked away from every other human being who couldn't meet his price. He stood in that corridor, holding his son's wallet, for a very long time. The nurses moved around him. The hospital kept running. The world didn't stop. It never does. He slid down the wall slowly, until he was sitting on the floor of his own hospital, in his $1,000 suit. A man who had spent his entire life deciding who deserved to live, finally understanding what that decision actually cost. Greed has a price, and it sends you the bill, just never when you're ready for it. Follow Warm Words for a new heartwarming story every week.